Hey guys, this is Poetspice, Jamie Lowell Tallulah, and I am here to do a design team project for the Not Too Shabby Shop using the August Artsy Gal box. It is so cute. So here you see the 6x6 paper pad, the stencil from Miss Ink, slimline paper, 2 stamp sets, and 3 packs of ephemera in a small, medium, and large size. I'm going to be using the 6x6 paper, as well as some of the ephemera and some paper that I had to pull out from Tonic Studios for background. We're going to create a double Z fold gate card using some card blanks. So you need to take 2 card blanks. It doesn't matter what size you have. You're going to take 2 of those, and then we're going to do some scoring to create this card. So first, measure your card, and then you're going to take the front and you're going to score it at half. Score it on the front and score it again by turning it over. This will make it easier to fold. If it helps, you can put a little F on the front piece to let you know that that is the front. We're going to do the same thing to the second piece, but then this is going to end up being the other side of the card. So it's going to be the back. So you can see that I have that. And then what we'll end up doing is sticking them together. Now, for the front piece, on the part that you did not score, you'll want to take a little sliver off. What this does is helps to make the card fold without being bulky. Okay, so now you're going to take the left side and you're going to fold it back. Then you're going to take the second card and fold it back the other way. And then you have the 2 sides of your card. If you wanted to make it larger, you could do so. But you're going to glue it so that it will overlap in the back. You want the shorter piece in the front and the longer piece in the back. So see here, I'm gluing this down. And when I put these and overlay them, you'll want to make sure that you do not go over or right up to the crease. And you'll also want to make sure that you line it up with the back. So once everything is lined up and pressed down, you can see that your card will fit and it opens. It's such a cute and easy card to do. And then you have the pieces. So you'll see that there are 4 pieces on the sides, and then you have the centerpiece. Now I'm doing a 5x5. So I'm going to cut all my pieces down. So for a 5x5, I would have a layer of 4 3/4 by 4 3/4 for the center. And then I would have 4 pieces of 2 1/4 by 4 3/4 for the sides. So you can see here where I'm taking those pieces that I've cut and I'm lining them up, gluing them down. Now, if you wanted to, you could turn it over on the back and then you would have the other pieces that you could do. You're not really going to see them when the card is closed, but if you wanted to, you could line the back sections. So I'm doing the same thing for the other side. And so each of these pieces, like I said again, is 2 1/4 by 4 3/4. Then you could put your mats and layers. So the inside mat and layer is that paper from the Not Too Shabby. I love that design. Oh, it's so cute. It's just so artsy. Now, I had scraps left over. So they're actually smaller than what my next layer would normally be, but they fit well and perfectly on the front. So I'm going to go ahead and use those scraps. If you were doing a traditional cut, you could cut down to 2 by 4 1/2. So now we need to have something to close it. So we're going to do the belly band. I took a piece of black paper that's roughly about 1.5 inches. As you see, I'm folding it over. You want to make sure that you have enough room so that you can actually slide it. Okay. Once you do that measuring, then you can go back and put some glue on. And then I'm putting right on the edge so that it'll stick as well. You want to make sure no glue gets on the rest of the card, and then just slide it up and down to make sure it fits. Now I want to decorate the front. And I did take a stamped sentiment from a previous Not Too Shabby release from the coffee set. Okay. So when we are putting together this, I'm using a pen to mark places where I want the glue. You want to make sure you don't get too close to the edge so that your belly band doesn't accidentally get glued down to your card. So here you can see I'm using that ephemera, making sure that it will slide. And then also that sentiment. And you always want to check your placement and make sure you're not gluing things down to the actual card. You could take it off and glue and compose your piece, but I prefer this way just because it's easier for me to see where things are. I also took that little coffee cup and colored it with an alcohol marker prior to putting it down so that the color would match more with this color scheme for the Artsy Gal. How cute is that? So once we slide the belly band off, I need to decorate the inside. So I previously used some scraps, glued them together, and now I'm going to glue that down to the inside piece in the back. So I wanted it to look like it was a picture in a frame, so I gave it a frame, and then a little scrap. I'm also taking the ephemera and arranging it so that it looks like it's part of the painting. I took some of the sentiments from the stamp set and I stamped them on these flags. These are not part of the set, but I did get them at the Not Too Shabby shop. It's an LDRS die for the banners. And so just gluing them all down to create a collage over top of the painting, then with the sentiments. Now, as you see, there's blue sections on the side, so you could go ahead and mat those again. You could put a piece down with a label so that you could write a message on each side. You could also just put your message on the back. You could put a pocket to put little tags on. I'm just going to go ahead and add that paintbrush and then close up the card. Now you can see that looks like when you open it. Slide your belly band back on, and then it's ready to mail. So I want to thank you for watching, and I hope this helps. See you guys later. Don't forget to go check out the shop.